Hello, everyone. We are currently, we actually have some topics this week, right? Starly is kind of busy this week, so he's not gonna really be here. But everyone kind of made up a few topics, and we're gonna be talking about them today. Welcome to another cold weather podcast. Um, yeah, I have everything set up now, which is pretty good. Um, yeah. One suddenly
Yeah,
went,
you got your stuff set up earlier than compared to last time, so which is good.
yeah. Um, But yeah, let me go through the topics real quick. Yeah, and yes, I am eating M&Ms right now. The topics are art AI and like maybe a small discussion about them and if we like them, if we don't like them, all that kind of stuff. Um, the new Super Mario movie trailer, right? And someone built an entire universe in Minecraft apparently. I mean, that's already kind of happened for a long, long time, but I'll need to see the details. And then there's also TwitchCon, right? And then after this, we're gonna have like a Fall Guys stream. Yep. Um,
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, yeah. Um, but let's actually for once try going through the topics one by one, and like actually go in order. Um, you know. Okay, so art AIs. Here it is. Um, so art AIs. I think everyone has like a slightly different opinion of them here and there, right? It's like a really big controversy in the VTuber and like in like the Twitter sphere as a whole, especially within like the artist sphere, right? Pluton, I believe you said that you were a pro art AI.
Yes.
Yes. I think it's cool like conceptually what art AI can do, right? But at the same time, I do see like where a lot of the controversy comes off at, right? Because I feel like there's definitely like some application here because it makes art really fast and also like some pretty decent art. But at the same time, I think the main problem comes off as people trying to trying to like pass off art like AI art, right, as like the same as like handmade art, or like or not handmade but like digital art. Um because a lot of the big nuance I've seen, right, is that it's not like art AI is bad, like in what is it? Like the art itself is bad. It's like more um people are trying to claim like AI art as something that they can that they can take full credit for. And also like the implications of being able to just make a art algorithm from someone's what is it from someone's creation. um because I've seen on Twitter, right, like pretty much like right after like this artist is passing, right, someone just like pulls up and makes like entire art like art AI like after their thing to replicate their art style, which I think is kinda disrespectful. Or like there's definitely something there, right? um but yeah.
I don't know. I think people do that all the hand on like by themselves at time. Most art is very derivative of other styles, other people's creations. There's very little like 100% original stuff. Plus, there's a lot of tools that people use all the time in order to help make their art very fast or faster than it would be
Yeah.
if you were just drawing it by hand or painting it or whatever else.
Yeah.
I guess the line has to do with claiming it for commercial use, but not too many people are concerned about derivative work. So there has to be some sort of defined line of what's derivative, what's, like
Yeah.
basically Photoshop or highly advanced Photoshop, let's say.
Yeah.
That's one thing, trying to make money out of it. But another thing is like kind of like, I think the root of the matter is that it's getting a lot easier for
non-artists to become artists, quote unquote,
well,
or to make art.
non-artists to compete with artists. I think that's the root of the cause.
Yeah.
Is that if somebody can just like buy a program for $100, load in 100 different images or drawings that somebody made, and then generate new images out of that, they think it's demeaning or reducing their efforts in some sort of way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I've seen some discussion on like the Hololive EN side about it, right? where they're
Oh yeah,
asking
yeah,
they're
definitely.
they're
Yeah.
asking like digital art or AI artists not to use AI art in like their tag because they can't like use as thumbnails or like show it off or whatever, just because it's like a derivative work and like like legally and all that stuff.
Well,
Um,
Japanese law and U.S. law is different animals, but
yeah.
like, see, that's the thing. I'm not like a lawyer or anything, but I would assume that derivative work is usually okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like legally it makes sense, but like from like a lot of perspectives, using like art which is like made from like recompositions or whatever, right? Or like, trained whatever, right? Feels a lot more dubious to some people just because like, if you don't tell them, "Oh, this is AI art," and you don't disclose that, right? You just pass off as, your own work. Um I feel like that's kind of weird. Like regardless how
Oh
you
yeah,
look.
definitely.
Yeah, like if you just like don't disclose that it's AI art, I feel like that kinda is like not great. um, like
Yeah, but
if someone was like commissioning you, or like or if you were just like just outputting like 50 billion pieces of like art a day or whatever, because like it's like so much easier to do that. I think that's like a line that is easy to draw. Like disclosure, that's like like important thing for me.
I
Yeah, for
guess.
me, like personally, I'm like neutral on it. Like I see like there's like good things about it, and there's like not many good, and then there's like some bad things about it as well. Um,
Yeah,
like you said earlier, like some Hololive EM members spoke about the topic of art AIs. Like for example, Moi Kalapi and Takanashi Kiara, they're both of them. They were pretty much against art AIs.
yeah,
While Ahmed, for instance, I think I think she was kind of like neutral. I don't know if she was for it or like neutral, but she wasn't as bothered about it. But I think she has like a art AI tag for people who want to do like AI art of her.
yeah,
I guess and just put in that hashtag. I think that's what some other VTubers are doing too, just having like a art AI hashtag like
yeah,
separate from like their official art tag.
yeah,
But yeah, like kind of like what Pluton was saying, like using AR for commercial use. That's like a big no-no. Like
yeah.
right off the bat, no.
Well,
Like or even like claiming the art as your own, like this. No, like you didn't even like do that on your own. Like
well,
seriously.
I'll put it like this: if other people are taking other people's art and making it, very little effort AI derivative art out of that, then you could say the same thing. It's kind of like tracing, let's say, and
Yeah.
tracing is generally like frowned upon in the art community for obvious reasons. But I think it's just kind of like short-sightedness that a bunch of artists are against AI art, because once they understand the tools, I think they would help them create their own. Like if they feed their own art into the system and create new derivative works out of that, I don't see any sort of issue with any of that type of stuff. And if that helps them generate like new scenes, new ideas, new concepts, new poses, whatever, they decide to do with it, I
Yeah.
would think that that would open up a lot of opportunities, because art in general is a time consuming process,
Yeah.
whether
Oh
to
yeah,
learn it,
definitely.
create it, or whatever else. If they can speed up that process using tools that are out there, it would be like a boon to them. It's just that, it's very negative just because of a lot of people are taking advantage of it without, like
Yeah.
you said, disclosing it. But I think at some point in time, it's just going to be like,
I think it definitely works as a tool. Like like you can use it like as a base for like making like good art and all that, right? I definitely do think there's like some use for it. A lot of the backlash I feel is also partially due to like the way people are using it or the way people are like touting it. Because have you heard of the thing that happened with like this week with Kim Jong Ji? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the
Oh
name
yeah,
right.
yeah, I'm familiar
Uh,
with them. Yeah.
have you heard of that one, Pluton?
no, is that the dude who died?
Yeah, so pretty
Yeah,
much
it's
he
like an
died,
artist
right?
like
And
that like a couple
within
days ago, I think. Yeah.
yeah, like within a week of like his passing, right? Someone makes an art piece, right? And or not art piece, but like an entire like art AI, like just to like replicate his art style, right? And then they're asking for credit if you use it, which is definitely getting a lot of people angry just because it's been less than a week since he's died. Um, which I feel like is very tone deaf, which is like very tone deaf.
Yeah,
Um,
but I don't think you should take like one individual's actions of using a tool and apply it to the whole entire like
yeah,
idea behind it. I
yeah,
think
that's
it's just
true.
one person trying to capitalize on some person's death and then doing again low effort. It just fed the images of somebody else
Yeah,
that he didn't create or do anything with into an algorithm and poop.
yeah.
There you go. Here's some images and whatever else.
I
Trying to
think,
claim commercial work to that, I think, should be kind of stamped down. But in
yeah,
general, like I just think it's a great idea. There's probably a bunch of artists in the past that have passed away, many years, and let's say they started in comic but never finished it, and nobody could really replicate the style.
yeah,
As long as they have the rights to do it, I think generating that and putting an end to closure to certain stories or whatever else. I'm
yeah,
just in the sort of cases where it could be extremely useful.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely do think it is useful for just like trying the art style again and all that kind of stuff. Like for backgrounds, I can definitely see a use for AI art, you know? It's just like I feel like also another part of like the backlash could also be, what is it? Like reflections of like the thing that happened with like crypto and NFTs and all that kind of stuff, you know, Pluton? Because I feel like a lot of the people like doing like this kind of stuff, or like at least it seems very similar to like the backlash with NFTs and all that as well, you know. Um, which is like pretty
I,
interesting because like I feel like there's a large amount of crossover.
I never really understood the whole entire backlash to NFT other than it being like a meme, like people saying that it wastes too much electricity and it's bad for the environment. I don't understand that at all.
That's pretty much all I know about NFTs. I don't really know
The way
much beyond that, to be honest.
Yeah, the way I understand like the problem with NFTs like from like what is it like ecological point of view, right? It's just because like the larger the network is, every single time you have to like verify like a transaction or something like for like an NFT for example, right? You have to pretty much ping every single computer on like that network to to like verify the transaction and all that. So like since like what is it? Since these networks are so large, right? Like the amount of people mining the crypto is so like high, right? Like just like giving someone like a picture of a monkey or something like costs like hundreds of watts of like electricity, you know? Because it's like ping computers from all over the world every single time you do a transaction.
Yeah, but NFTs is like a single drop in an ocean compared to Bitcoin and any of the other like crypto coins. It's such a kind of like far out thing where like the main thing that I had an issue with was why the hell are these people trying to pay $100,000 for
Oh yeah.
an NFT monkey? That is
Yeah,
the
for a
dumbest
monkey,
thing I've ever
like,
seen.
why?
It's because it's because it was so like what is it so fashionable at the time, I think, because like a lot of people were like actually making money off of that because like if NFT project go up then like the value of the pieces go up, I guess, all right. So they were
Yeah,
using it as like investment or speculative investment pieces, even though 99% of them were scams, you know.
yeah, I get why people jumped on that because suddenly you can make a fucking dumbass monkey that sells for $150,000. Who wouldn't want to jump on that? I'm just surprised that there were that many people who were willing to buy it and thought it was like a collectible. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, the whole thing about it taking energy, it's just like it doesn't make any sense. It like
Yeah.
if people want to waste electricity that they paid for doing something dumb, then that's up to them. It's not going to kill the world if they want to make NFT monkeys with 1,000 watts. Who
That's
cares?
true. And I feel like another part of it is also just execution as well, because it's always about like the execution of the piece that matters, right? And I remember like there was that piece about like the death of who was it? Atika? Yeah, Atika, right? Etika? Atika? I don't know how you pronounce it. Right.
I think.
Yeah, but like because of like the lawless nature of like NFTs and all that, like immediately after his death or whatever, someone was just like, yeah, we're gonna make an NFT of this, right? Which is like tone deaf as hell, right? And then there were like hundreds of like scams from like large what is it, from like large scale like stars and everything as well, right? Then there's like a lot of a lot of rug pulls on the other side, and then there's the Pokemon one, and then the Minecraft one, and like a bunch of legally dubious NFTs, right, which were like under the radar like legally for a long time, you know. So I feel like a lot of that is also just like the way people use like the medium, wasn't exactly great, and like first impressions are everything, you know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I kind of get that. It's the same thing I think with like the AI stuff. Like that, what was that, Wally or whatever the other AI generator thing? That I thought
yeah.
that little application
I
was
think it was
awesome.
cool. I think it was fun to play around with, you know.
And like I don't remember anybody complaining about that. I thought it was really
Yeah,
cool. There's been a couple other things like GAN Breeder, and there's like
yeah,
a website you pay money to, and the only they did it on purpose where you can't load in like anime images of your own. They have their own collection,
yeah,
and then it just auto generates or spawns like
yeah,
um, different anime faces that are usually messed up,
yeah,
characters and whatever else. I thought that was really cool. You know, it's really cool that they're making these machine learning algorithms that can basically build upon what it's already learned,
yeah,
and that's just going to go forward in the future. There's no
yeah.
stopping that.
I think the technology is definitely cool. I think just some of the people who use it are like kind of assholes, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like every time, usually like something like new comes up, there's always like some folks who like try to like take advantage of it, and then this just gets like backlash.
Yeah,
But that's like with everything, quite honestly. No matter what comes
Yeah.
out, if it's something that anybody can use, then like if you push it out on the internet, somebody is going to take advantage of it and use it in a way that people did not intend, and that's going to cause some backlash for it.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
But
Mhm.
I don't think you should have like a knee jerk reaction to that. It's those particular people that are doing it. And the knee jerk reaction is like people saying, like, oh, this is awful. It should be, you know, somehow removed or taken back. But that's never going to happen.
yeah.
And the more they push against it, the more people are like, the more reasonable
There's
people are going
pushback
to
on both
stick away
sides.
from it.
There's a lot of pushback on both sides though, because like if you look at the comments of like any like the Hololive ones, right? There's like hundreds, like like they're still the minority of comments, right? But like there's like a lot of people just being like AI art is like the same exact thing. Why can't you like blah 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 blah, you know? Um, because people are also really defensive. I feel about it as well. So like there's a lot of conflict going on like in like comment sections and stuff whenever someone talks about it, even if it's just like, oh yeah, please don't use my tag for that, you know?
Yeah, the whole thing is they don't even own the tag or anything. It's just a way for other people to like get attention to the same thing. If somebody wants to misuse a tag, what kind of recourse do you even have against that?
That's true. You don't really have much recourse, but like at the same time, if it's like supposed to be like your fandom tag or whatever, I feel like the question of like if you're like if someone politely asks, hey, please don't use my like my fandom tag or whatever, right? With like AI art, I think that's pretty valid though, because they use it for like videos and stuff like that, you know?
I mean,
Right.
and they're
That has to be
using
like a
stuff that they
boundary
didn't buy
set,
commercial
in
rights to.
regards to that. Yeah. It's supposed to be like a boundary in regards
Yeah.
to like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the initial reaction from Hololive is like totally reasonable, where they're just like, "Oh yeah, please don't use the AI art because we don't know who commercial rights belong to and all that," you know?
Exactly. And that's totally like a valid point, like for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, but nobody really has the commercial rights to AI art.
that's true. Yeah,
Because let's say I mixed it with like 10 different artists and it spit out something that was a conglomeration of them. I mean, do they get like 1/10 of the copyright to it, or is it completely derivative? And nobody does.
yeah. I feel like at that point it's like pretty dubious, like if it really belongs to anyone, and like I don't think there's enough legal precedent for like using AI art like in the legal system for like anything to be done or said right now. It could change in the future though.
I would assume that some person who actually ran the program has some sort of rights to it.
Yeah, most likely, or something like that. I would have to like dig through like the AI itself and like like the derivative of the AI, because like 99% of these people aren't making their own AI. I can guarantee you.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah, zero like probably like one dude out of all of this is like making like one AI, and then everyone else is just like tossing things at it.
Probably it's probably some source code on GitHub that's operated by like 10 people.
Most likely. Hey, Desu.
Hey,
Hey.
Hello.
hey.
We were talking about what we think about like AI art as a whole right here, because like there's like some legal like dubiousness, but then there's also like like the dumbass way some people have been executing it and all that kind of stuff. Um,
Yep.
I think the technology is cool for like making backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, but like, I'm a bit iffy about people trying to pass it under as like just normal art.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, because like I feel like
Totally.
well,
Sorry. You would say that if as long as like you're using like AI art for like personal use and not commercial use, like, would you say that that's okay in your opinion?
Yeah.
yeah, the line where I draw it, right,
Also,
is like if you make the art through AI, you should like disclose it to your audience or whoever you're giving it to, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And also,
yeah, definitely could disclose that.
Also if you're using it for like making money or something, like let's say you're doing a
That's
commission or
fucked up,
something,
that's
then
no.
you have to
No,
like
heck no,
definitely
no.
disclose
It's
it.
no,
That's
definitely no.
definitely yeah.
But what if you feed your own art into it?
If you feed your own art, I think that's fine. But then then you have to look at the legalities of using like the art program itself or like the
I mean,
AI program.
Yeah.
But if you have derivative of your own stuff, then it's still your stuff, right?
Yeah, then that's fine. Yeah, I think using your own art in AI is totally fine. But like at that point, you're kind of
I'll
just
be honest, as an artist, I can see the uses of AI. I mean, CSP already has a lot of like auto coloring stuff.
yeah,
which
and like
use,
like
kind of
smart
AI
pens and
technology.
stuff. Yeah,
Smart pens? What are you talking about?
I mean like in like Photoshop and everything, they have like the smart like background removers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all.
I always see those like some kind of like blurry like blurring pencil.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
not exactly, but it's more of a blurry in the whatever it is in front.
Yep. Hello, Moldy. But yeah, I think like people already kind of use AI in their art, just not like full blown AI. Where it's like
Yeah,
they're
no.
making the entire art drawing.
No, definitely not. Like I said, there is a CSP. How do I say it? Editing auction, which is called. How is it called again? Colorize.
Yeah.
Colorize, yeah. Like you just put you do your liner, you put on the colors, and the program automatically like color for you.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just like AI art. It's not exactly like what you want, but it definitely like gives you a something where you can
90%
like
of the
take
way.
it somewhere else.
Yeah. I think like I think using it for backgrounds or whatever is totally interesting as like a theory, but like if you're gonna be like making money off of it, I would be a bit more careful.
No, that's
yeah,
no.
making money is
that's
definitely a big
no-go.
line. Yeah.
That's a no-go.
Yep. Another thing which we talked about before you got here, right, Desu? Was the thing about someone just making art art AI instantly after Kim Jong Gi. I'm not sure.
Oh,
if
that
I'm
was
guessing.
fucked up.
That was really fucked up.
That's,
Yeah.
No, that's a no,
Yeah.
no.
I think that's definitely something that's like, oh yeah, you guys are completely tone deaf while you're doing this. It might not be
Yep,
against like AI art
definitely.
as a whole, but like it's something that reminds me of like
it's not AI as a whole, but the guy, whoever did it, that's just totally
Yeah.
fucked up thing to do.
it makes it gives me a bad promotion though, because like it reminds me of when people did like the thing with like Atika's death, and made an NFT line of it.
Yeah.
Because like capitalizing on people's death isn't great, and that speaks more to the community and like the software itself. But like
Yep.
it speaks a lot about the community at
No,
once,
The thing is you gotta understand that it's not the technology that's doing these things. The technology is not selling itself. The technology is not making themselves into NFTs that you can buy. It's the people. It's the people that use it.
Yeah, it's
And these people usually like are so annoying. Like, oh my god, they do the craziest acrobatics in their mind
yeah.
to justify whatever they want to do.
It reminds me of Crypto Bros.
I'm talking about Crypto Bros too.
I'm pretty sure it's mostly Crypto Bros, because like the way the way they kind of do stuff seems very similar,
Oh yeah, it's definitely like something.
Yeah,
something
how
like
they try to justify so hard something that's not that good, that it doesn't. It's not good enough to be used. It's just not.
I think if we got a time machine and brought it back a few years, people will definitely think it's like real art, just like you know, just because of like the lens that's like casted on it, people are actually noticing that's like bad, you know. Because
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, right? If I was like, oh yeah, I'm a beginner artist, and tried to pass off some NFT art as like real art or whatever, or like, you know, handmade art,
Yep.
you know, people would believe me, you know, just
Yeah,
because like the
definitely,
technology
actually.
is so high. But at the same
Mhm.
time, you know, I feel like in the parts where people are like, oh yeah, I don't want NFT art in like my my fan art tag, right? I think they have like some, you know, I think they, since like they don't really own the tag, but like since like it's a tag made for them, I think, you know, they have a right to
No,
like say it, you know.
it's definitely valid to say
Yeah,
like I do not want this that I use
yeah,
to find out art that it's made for by people and that I can use commercially.
yeah,
Because you're talking like Kiara's and Kali's tweet about AI art, like they say, please do not use it because we
yeah,
use them also for background for
yeah. For like,
backgrounds and shit.
yeah,
Because if you make fan art of whole life, like Covercore has like the fan art guidelines basically.
yeah,
So even if you make art of whole life, they technically can use it in any way or form themselves.
yeah,
It
Why?
is explicitly said explicitly in their like rules that every art that you make of the whole life characters they can be used by Covercore.
yeah,
In one
because
But
way
they
is
or
that
have
another.
legally
because they have like
enforceable?
intellectual rights over the character,
Intellectual
right?
rights over characters, yeah. So basically, if you make fan art, you are agreeing to those intellectual like rules over the copyright of the characters.
Yeah, because like if you make the fan art of the characters, then you kind of have to abide by their rules for said characters, right? I think. Yeah,
Yep.
Is that the way that works legally though?
I believe it is because like if you
I
make,
mean, legally no, but like, what other thing they can do? Like, the only thing they can do is taking down the art because it's not the artist's property. It's whole as intellectual property.
Yeah, but if you draw
But-
fan art, it's basically a derivative work of a character. I've never heard of like some person making a, I don't know.
I do know that like people can't make anything of Disney and like use it, you know, because like
Yeah,
Disney and like Nintendo properties too, like they can, like if they really don't like your piece, they can take
Just take
legal
it down.
action. Yeah,
Like all companies can take legal actions on like art, fan art, and stuff like that, but they don't because that's stupid. That's just more promotion for the stuff. That's the difference.
yeah,
It's just like the whole deal with the Smash tournaments and Nintendo. Like Nintendo don't wanted anything that's not like Ultimate being shown anywhere. Like if it's Melee, please take it down. No, we don't wanna. We don't want you streaming this whole as game and making pricing and stuff.
because it's not making us money.
It's not making us money. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably it's what Nintendo would say.
But yeah, I think within like areas which you kind of vaguely control, like you know, like the art tag, which is like, you know, no one's gonna just randomly stumble upon like some of those art tags. They're kind of confusing, you know. I think within
Mhm.
areas like that where like, you know, most people using the tag explicitly understand, oh yeah, this is like this is their tag, right? I think, you
Yeah.
know, it's fine to ask, hey, please no AI art, you know.
Yeah, it's reasonable to ask for it.
I feel like if AI art came out a lot slower, right, or like if the people were less of like a loud like minority, right, I feel like people
Yeah,
would
if
take
people
it a
were
lot
less
easier.
annoying about it, because the thing is like you have these like Twitter accounts that call themselves AI artists.
Yeah,
You're not the artist. The AI is the artist. You just fucking put it download tags on the fucking program. The program does all the work. You're not the artist making the art. It's the program who's
Oh,
the artist who's make the art.
so this is like partially like the what is it, the value of time, right, like human time and like, you know, skill, I guess, because there is I think like a worth to like people spending time and making something, you know, which is like why like handmade goods, quote unquote, are so like expensive, you know.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, that was our first topic right there.
Oh, that was just the first topic.
That was
not a good
just
time.
the first.
Yeah, there definitely was
chimpanzee.
like a lot in terms of like both sides of
I had
Yeah.
a beer.
Do you guys know about the chimpanzee that took like a selfie, and the artist that was taking pictures of the chimpanzee tried to sell it, but then like other people around tried to sell that photo, and he was like, "No, that's my pic." But then the copyright laws were like, "No, it's not your pic. It's actually the chimpanzee's pic." So you cannot copyright it, and
Imagine.
it got sold like everywhere. I think it's just like that. You're the photographer with the camera, but the chimpanzee took the pic, so it's not your pic. It's the chimpanzee's pic. It's the fucking AI's pic.
Because the chimpanzee took the
Yeah.
picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
I just
then
think
the
that
monkey
kind of
took it.
I think that kind of outlines how stupid copyright law can be in certain situations.
Yeah, copyright
Yeah.
laws in general just
Yeah.
stupid.
Selfie should not be something that's copyrightable, and chimpanzees can't own anything, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it's not owned by anyone. That pic, you can use it freely. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it should
Yeah.
just be what do they call that? Public domain.
We should teach
Yeah,
the
it's just
chimpanzee how
cool,
to like write, right, or like write legible sentences and just be like, no, I'm suing all of you guys. You know? That would be the best timeline.
Imagine.
And actually, I wouldn't care if like AI art is all considered public domain.
I think it should be like the best. It will be like the best outcome.
Yeah.
If you take that AI art that is public domain and make something else derivative of it, then at that time it's probably yours.
Honestly,
just-
if I was
It's just a fine line. It's just like with music and sampling.
yeah,
It's just it's not exactly yours, but you're making something else out of it. But it's not exactly yours. But
yeah,
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I think you have to prove it's transformative. They've had a lot of like court cases with that. So if you take a sample and it doesn't sound anything like the original song and it's completely different, then it's considered okay.
Yeah.
But if you take a a
If you
lot
take-
of copy of it and it's way too similar, then they're gonna be like, no.
Even in some cases, which the material is really different from the original.
there's
You
some
still
legal grace.
there's some legal things that like they're not gonna like take everything out of it, but they're gonna take a percentage for being like the co-writers, co-creators of said piece of music.
There
It
was
happens
that
a lot in the music industry.
there was that really stupid court case where like one of the people sued the other person because they used like the same like what is it chord progression as them, or like a really similar chord progression.
It's the if I'm not wrong, it's the fucking Wonderwall against Holiday from Green Day.
Or something like that, I've heard of probably multiple cases.
There's
under
multiple cases
similar-
of it, and it's even more common because right now music is just 4 chords, and they usually use the same 4 chords, just in like slightly different keys.
Imagine not swapping what is it chord progressions 50 times in a second,
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
Just to please the copyright holders. Imagine.
Yeah. But I definitely do think it's a very interesting conversation of what counts as derivative and what counts as like legally yours, and like like maybe even outside of that, right, outside of the legal sense, like what's ethical,
Yeah, I think-
'cause-
A lot of these things are not ethical.
yeah,
A lot of things get
Like
fuzzy
they're
when
just
you,
not ethical to begin with.
yeah, a lot of things get very fuzzy when you try mixing all those aspects together.
well, when you try making money out of stuff that isn't an original work.
Yeah.
Whether it's music, art, or anything else, most things are derivative in some sort of form or fashion. Whether it's the art style or it's the the music chords or beats or the style of song and whatever else. Everyone gets inspiration from
Like
something
if
else
you-
that exists.
If you wanna listen to music that it's not derivative of anything, you gotta listen to shit like outsider music. Have you heard outsider music? Like,
No.
all right, let me find an artist that I could like share. I saw a video about it, but I didn't look any of the artists, so I gotta take a little bit.
The easiest way to make a non-derivative piece of music is just like recording like the seaside or something, like something that no one has belonged
Oh
to.
no, I think someone already did that though.
You just get Sai Senpai on the beat, easy.
No, Cine Senpai has everything derivative.
Tell you
Um,
about the copyright we use his work company.
I honestly think like none of Cindy's pieces you can like have legal copyright over, just because it's his entire gimmick that he rehashes everything, you know.
All right, this is outsider. This is one piece of outsider music. What happened is that some guy got told that the daughters will become like music stars.
Yeah,
So what the father did is they gave his daughters instruments. They never played instruments before.
yeah.
They gave him instruments and say, "All right, play, become music stars." And this is what happened.
Oh shoot!
Like they had no musical like background at all. No study, no practice. They just grab instruments and play.
Okay, that's interesting. Did they hear music from anyone else though? Like did they
Probably yes, but like it will be like you're trying to draw something if you never like actually practice any art fundamental at all.
That's true, but at the same time, if you heard any music from someone else, then like I feel like part of it is gonna be derivative. You know, it's kind of like seeing someone's art style and just like roughly like copying them. You know, because like I feel like people instinctively do stuff like that. You know.
Holy shit! I just heard it. They're just like me for real.
What?
It's me trying to fucking play any instrument.
Yeah,
No.
they like I said, they don't know how to play an instrument. They never played one before.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know what's the funny thing? Like big artists quote songs like this as being big inspirations because of the same reason. They are not derivative of they're derivative of mostly nothing. They're fully created freedom, even though it's not pleasant to listen to.
Yeah.
But it's something unique. It's
Yeah.
like trying to go unique. That's what you gotta do. You gotta just do something random without
Uniqueness.
knowing anything about it.
Yeah. Uniqueness
Like
is
even if
very
you do
hard.
something random, but you know about it, then it's gonna be derivative of something in a great part. But if you know absolutely nothing, that's actually something original.
I feel like eventually at some point though everything converges, you know, because like I'm pretty sure if like we had like a completely different timeline with like zero the same musical background as ours, right?
Hmm?
You'd probably eventually roll up with very similar songs to what we have, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like the saying that says,
All roads
Uh,
lead to Rome.
no, I
No.
was gonna say give a monkey a typewriter and they will eventually
Right,
write Hamlet.
Shakespeare, yeah. Because like
Mm.
for me the way I think about it, right, is like you know, I have like some stuff with like, you know, like Hema and all that, right? And like the West and the East and everything, like, you know, they fight very similarly with swords, right? Because there's only so many ways you can stab someone, you know?
I think it's more than that for particularly music. You'd have to change the law of physics because music is basically math when you break it down to certain type of chords and
Yeah.
sounds and whatever else, and certain sounds mix well with other sounds. So in order to change all of that, you'd either have to have completely different kind of humans that hear different things differently, or
Or
math
completely
would be
different, like psychologically routed too, you know? Because like I feel like a lot of music stuff like also derives partially from like, you know, from like just our biology. Same with like art, you know, with like, you know, us liking symmetry and all that kind of stuff. Or yeah, right? Isn't there something where it's like the more symmetrical your face is or whatever, like people tend to like you more?
it's like the perfect curve.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know, where it's like patterns.
I mean, symmetry shows like derivative of like beauty.
yeah,
If your face is symmetrical, it's probably gonna look pretty good in the regular standards of society.
yeah.
But I think that's physics, though. When you break it down, there's a lot of symmetry in the universe, and like animals are symmetric. There's
Which
not
is
too
funny
many-
because a lot of time when it comes to art, you want to break the symmetry.
Yeah, you want to break the
Actually, you
symmetry.
gotta
Yeah.
make it feel natural, and the only way to do that is breaking the symmetry.
Yeah, so you should
Because nothing natural is symmetrical.
yeah, you should do an art piece where like what is it called? Where you only use the mirror tool the entire time. Use nothing else but the mirror tool. Mirror tool 100% of the time, you know?
Oh, I have done it. Like
Wait, really?
Yeah, like a lot of artists use like funny enough, coming back to VTubers, a lot of VTubers like models and everything, they
Yeah.
usually start with a mirror sketch that later you find a way to break that symmetry. But first you need that symmetry because it's gonna be
Yeah.
animated. It's gonna be like it needs to be, the proportion need to be right, from right to left to right, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a tool that it's gonna ruin your piece, but you gotta still break that symmetry to make it like perfect.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me that I gotta make an art piece and keep the symmetry, well, that's something completely different.
I feel like some of the coolest VTuber like characters though are like very asymmetrical in their outfits, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's appealing to the eye. It feels more natural. It feels more.
Moral is completely
alive.
symmetric. He is
I
completely
guess completely
symmetric.
Not even. I'm not even symmetric.
Your model's
you
like
symmetric?
completely symmetric, Moral.
No, wait,
Diego,
Moral.
my
Hey,
boy,
you're-
you are appealing to the eye.
Oh, thank you.
Damn.
Want a kiss?
I mean, I guess.
Want a kiss?
Oh, wait, should we actually move to the second topic? Because we have like another like 5 topics.
No.
No,
Which way?
only this topic.
Only this topic. This is the only
Let's
topic we
talk
have
about-
today.
Art all day, all night.
Okay, the
Can do
new
this all day.
the new Super Mario trailer. It's
Mario
okay, I
has no fucking ass.
guess.
Yeah, what happened to that? That's what I said. Like
Isn't
they
he
took up
supposed
the ass, bro.
isn't he supposed to be a fat plumber?
Where is the
Well,
ass?
yeah,
I like my
Because, not
fucking.
because someone is
Italian plumbers
fat, the ass is gonna be flat. Like if you see another Mario's like models, like the 64 has a fucking dumpy,
Yeah.
and that's just blocks.
I think it was I think I really like the art style, right? But like the voices kind of throw me off.
Illumination has the thing with Illumination as a studio is that they are really good. Like their animation is really good. The art style is really good. It's just that the movies that they animated is just very kiddie, very cringy. For
Child,
like
it's child
very
oriented.
childlike, yeah. Then that's why you associate Illumination with like bad animation, but it's not bad animation. It's just that it's totally catering to an audience that is not that smart, I would say.
No, the poor children. But yeah, I
the
definitely
children.
feel like it's like a very childish art style, but at the same time, it's a very like soft and like I would even say organic because like it's very well made.
No, it's appealing. It's
Yeah.
really well made, but like I said, depending of the topic, depending of the movie, like the Minions movie, I hate the Minions, but they're well done.
Honestly, I think
They're marketable as hell and shit.
I think Despicable Me was actually like pretty decent as far as like movies are concerned, like for kids, you know.
Yeah, Despicable Me is cool. The only problem is that the Minion became a big franchise
It became a
outside of
cult
Despicable Me.
But what's
There's-
wrong with the original Mario movie?
The original Mario movie? We're not talking about the original Mario movie. We're talking about the new one.
I know, but what's wrong with the original one?
Wait, am I the only one who hasn't watched the new trailer?
We didn't include the original
we
Mario
didn't
movie at all.
talk about the original Mario movie though.
Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it because like it's a completely different.
It's a product of its
animation.
time.
Yeah. Honestly,
product
the,
of
the
its time.
original Super Mario Bros. Show or whatever, right, was a trip, you know, like the live action. that
Oh
was
yeah, definitely.
that was
I can't believe they
interesting.
made that.
It was an interesting
It
piece.
was something else. That's for sure.
I can't say
it
it wasn't
was-
entertaining though, you know.
I never watched it, so I cannot say. But it looks like something else. Looks like
It
It
gives
looks.
off the same vibes as like the you know the Zelda cartoon, you know, from like a long time ago.
the CD is the CA
Excuse
one.
me,
The CD
princess.
one.
Oh no, that's the TV show.
Oh,
The CDI one is way worse. Actually.
Oh no. But I'm interested in seeing how it is, but like at the same time where Chris Pratt's like I spent so much time on this voice, I'm like, you didn't.
And then no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Why are you lying?
No, you
No, you
didn't.
didn't. Like they would be less mad if you didn't say any of that. They're like, hey, just Chris Pratt did the voice. Well, whatever. They're like, no, I put too much effort into trying to make this voice feel real. I've been playing Mario since I was in a fucking fetus. And then it comes with that.
Honestly, I would respect him a lot more if he was like, "Oh yeah, for getting into this role, I played through like 3-4 of the games, you know, or something like that."
Yeah,
you know?
like, oh yeah, I try out Super Mario Bros. Like original, or I tried the last one will be Super Mario Odyssey.
Honestly, I'd be happy if he just played through
That will
Odyssey.
be it.
That'd
Yeah,
be-
yeah, actually. It doesn't feel like the effort was there.
Didn't he say something about like stomping on Goombas in like the original arcade game or whatever? Even though you couldn't stomp on Goombas.
Nah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that pause.
Pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to watch the
Bro,
trailer on my
man.
own time then if we don't watch it today.
I don't think we should watch it just because Nintendo's scary plus Illumination
No,
scary plus
no,
you know it's like
I mean, like,
opening a can
obviously,
of
like
worms.
muting it and not displaying it, of course.
We
Of
yeah.
course, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I am not watching it. I'm straight up not watching it.
Maybe you should run
I
it through
just-
an AI generator.
Oh no.
True and real.
Oh shoot, that reminds me.
Real
That
and
reminds
true.
me. So you guys remember deepfakes, right? Like those kind of things?
Oh yeah, I remember
Uh,
Deep.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
scrolling through what is it like YouTube or whatever, and I came across a deep fake where it's like, "Hello, my name is Elon Musk, and if you put in $1,000 or your money, our AI will trade you and give you $2,000 within an hour." And I was like, "Damn."
I think my only problem with shit like that is that someone somewhere that doesn't know any better is gonna fall for it.
Then they're gonna lose their money anyway. So what's the big deal?
Pluton is under the mindset of a fool and his money is easily parted, or you know.
It's true.
I mean, I
Come
won't
on,
ar-
bro. Be a little, like, just think about the people.
Wait, I took the screenshot while I was looking at archery videos, right? Read the screenshot in general chat real quick.
That's just completely random.
This is one of those
Motherfucker.
like, hey, you won something. Check the check me on WhatsApp or whatever, or WhatsApp, right? And send me blah 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 blah, and I will give you something, right?
Yeah.
I'm honestly shocked anytime I see someone actually fall for one of these scams. But then I think, you know, because computers are so efficient, right? They only need like 1 out of every like million people who see it to fall for it to like, you know, be profitable, you know?
Yeah, I just need one more.
Yeah, that's how like what is it? That's how email scams work, right? Because like you know, they purposely make mistakes and everything so that only like the lowest possible denominator get like hooked in, you know?
Mm.
You know what we should do?
You are the lowest possible denominator.
We should set up like fake emails, start signing up for pretty much everything, wait until they're like sending us like scams or whatever, right? And then start just like baiting them, you know, just like baiting the hell out of them, replying to all their comments and not giving them anything.
Like the dudes that trying to hack Indian hackers.
Not even like trying to track them down or something, just to waste their time, you know?
Or there's really
Yeah,
like
that's
channels out
fine.
there dedicated to like
Twitch
busting
channel, so
hackers
people come here.
like that, or scammers. Yeah,
Yeah.
channels like that.
I'm just gonna make spam emails with Toys channel so people come and see the Cold Weather podcast.
Oh no.
Exactly. That's all.
Like literally, like the way how the scammer's like, oh, your name is blah 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 blah, and you are from blah blah blah. I was like, damn.
Okay, so someone was talking about how someone made an entire universe in Minecraft. That's been around for a long time though. Like Galacticraft and a bunch of other mods. They've done like space in Minecraft for like a long ass time.
I don't know much about Minecraft, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't really play Minecraft though.
Then who put up this topic? What? Who suggested
It was
this?
Not
Starly.
me,
It was
that's
Starly.
true.
I think it was Starly.
Okay, well we'll talk about this topic next week then.
Charlie's not here.
Starly saw some boobas in chat and posted something, but he hasn't joined.
What?
I just hear
Yeah,
boys
we'll
and
probably talk about that
everything
next
was.
time, yeah.
That's all I needed.
I just read.
We're
I
talking
just.
about whose tail and why are they playing Overwatch for 19 hours?
First of all, shame on you. You're playing Overwatch.
True. Tails plays
What?
Overwatch too much, man.
Oh yeah, Tail has been playing nothing but Overwatch since it
It's a
came
call
out.
for help.
Disgusting.
Are you okay? Do you need like help? Like
Yes.
Tails.
we can talk.
I think Tail
You-
needs help. It's a cry for help,
Tail.
but help.
Okay, and then there's TwitchCon. I've seen a bunch of stuff on Twitter about
Bro, the
TwitchCon.
Twitch
Yeah, I
con.
said last about Twitter. Yeah,
Like,
the FOMO.
everything was fun and games, people having fun, and then Melon Minty with the tweet of her dream getting spiked.
What?
I got like
Wait.
scared
Someone's
about
got.
that. Yeah, someone on
I
an
heard someone
influencer on an
say that.
after TwitchCon on an influencer party, someone got her dream spike.
Oh damn!
Influencer
Yeah.
party.
I'm not surprised. But
party.
like,
When people do things like that, it's pretty stupid.
I like the video of them almost all getting run over by a train.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I saw
one
that.
too.
Yeah, I saw that video on Twitter.
I think the peak of
Influencers
TwitchCon
at
for me.
parties? Are they like all introverts?
Oh shoot! The dance floor must be so awkward.
Not
You
really.
put a bunch of introverts into a room, then yeah.
I mean, they're probably all under a persona, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Sona?
or you can just cosplay as
For
yourself.
Sona, well, they're VTubers, so probably most of them are animals.
Yeah, I might as well
You're
go
not
to TwitchCon as a little
wrong.
blue cat.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
wrong? Am I
Moral,
lying?
Moral's literally just a cat.
Exactly, and I'm a dog.
Are you furry?
I am a
No.
dog.
I'm human.
Asian, yeah, you are the lowest
I'm
animal.
Human? Question mark?
Yo, I'm
No,
gonna put you in a pot,
colonization.
Desu. I'm gonna put you on in a pot.
No, you're gonna cook me.
No, Toilet is a tutorial AI.
Tutorial.
Damn.
Toilet is a
I don't want to think about that one.
AI.
I would not be good enough at that to be. I suck at archery, man. I've been out of it for like a week, and now I'm just like so dang rusty, you know. Cause I do archery without like any sights or anything, right? Like it's totally like instinctual kind of archery, you know. So if I don't practice like every day, my skills get rusty so fast.
Well, then you don't have the instincts to.
Yeah, probably not. Like I need so much more practice before I get like
you
accurate.
would die. You would die in the fucking Hunger Games.
For real.
The
Feels
thing
like
is,
it.
Katniss
you
has
literally
horrible
need to
archery.
get 99 range. Get that skill cake.
Katniss has like horrible like form for archery, like actually kind of bad form.
But it works, and you're saying yours
She's the
doesn't
main
work.
character. She could probably toss a rock and it would snipe someone from across the field if she needed. I'm not wrong, am I? She's the main
And
character.
you can, and you can't. You're the main character of your own life, Toy.
That's fair.
Remember, my life is like a video game.
I don't
Unless
know
you
what
play
you're-
Overwatch for 19 hours.
Oh no, then your line is really hell.
Yeah, praying for you, Tail.
Tragedy.
It's not like a video game. Your life is a fucking psychotic hospital.
Tail,
It's
I-
a panic riddle.
It's a fucking
Tail, listening
psychiatric
right
hospital.
now, I hope the game puts you back in the queue.
I was
Oh,
I was
that's dirty.
scrolling through Twitter, right, and you know the piece that Tail sent. I found the piece of AI art on Twitter.
What happened?
The piece that Tail sent earlier, right, about AI art, right, or no, Moldy sent about AI art, right. I just saw it on my timeline.
Well,
Oh yeah, it's literally like some AI arts are like pretty scuffed.
Yeah,
yeah.
still probably
I've
better
never
than
seen
what I
one
can
that had 3 legs. Not one.
I saw one
3
where
legs.
like the forearms were like fused together, some shit like that. It was really
make.
weird.
Real talk, AI art can probably do body horror and like you know kind of like
I actually thought it was a good idea to use AIR for something like that.
for like horror or like like the abyss
Yeah,
or like
because
kind of
because-
eldritch stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's something that's never been done before.
yeah.
Something that nobody knows about. Just something that meshes together and becomes something else. It's uncanny. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like you put some horror into it, like some horror imagery into the AI program, probably gonna be something really spooky.
yeah.
With AI arts, they probably steal my banger tweets too.
Yeah,
No, that would cry.
Yeah.
yeah. It might instill in Brett's banger
Banger
tweets.
tweets,
Could
right?
be me.
Fucking
Yeah,
Diego.
Yeah.
could be me.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, I
Oh,
pretty
here
much
the
get where
Gorilla
like
is
is
ready.
coming from in terms of her stance on AI art, which I posted in the chat.
I remember something. Let me search something up real quick. Do you guys remember these images? Let me just copy and paste in chat real quick.
What was
Do
it?
you guys remember these images right here?
Oh yeah, this type of
Oh
images.
yeah. Oh, that's
Like
still
they make
painful to
no
watch.
fucking
I'm waiting
sense.
for my bandwidth to like load the entire image.
Morals
Like
internet.
what the fuck is this?
That's exactly the point. It's nothing.
It's nothing, but it feels like
No,
something.
it's
I feel like
everything.
something, but it's
I don't even know what
nothing.
this is. What are we looking at here?
It's probably a fucking panoramic photo where they just move the
No,
stuff.
I think it's actually like Photoshop, and they use like the brushes that blend everything together. Took a picture and started blending everything together. Does it resembles?
These are
nothing
actually
or
AI.
something?
Apparently, these are like AI art images. You know, because
Like
like
when time
they're,
for simple.
they're trying to recreate like something real without knowing what an object is. You know, so like I think that makes sense. You know.
Mm.
I think this is application. If you're gonna try making something that looks like Abomination or like an Eldritch being or like something that you know like those kind of like main character goes insane kind of scenes, you know, I think it works really well for that because like yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Do we have another
Yeah,
topic?
this is yeah, it's like scary that you see like AI or someone is like and like extra body parts for some reason. I'm like, oh man, why is this here? What went wrong with?
Yeah.
Everything went wrong.
I'm excited for the day when AI art is actually somewhat decent, you know, and like you know people actually know how to use it without being complete weirdos, because that's a big part of it. Yeah,
That would sound like fun actually.
because like I feel like just so much of the backlash is because the people who are like pushing so hard for AI art are just completely socially inadept and don't know when to use it, you know, because like for me, right, like I'm pretty sure like if you went back in time and started pushing, oh yeah, no, this digital art is better than real art or whatever, or like the same as real art or whatever, like as hard as some of these people are pushing, there would be a lot more backlash against digital art, you know.
That's literally me.
It's me. Yeah.
Yep.
A big part of this is also have you guys heard about like how like chess is pretty much like decoded by AI already, where like you know like no matter how hard you try you can never beat like AI in chess
computer?
and like yeah, and then Go and all that, you know.
Unless you become the AI.
That is true. But like
Yeah, like at the end of the day, though, you know, real art is never gonna be like.
The thing
I mean,
is
I
you
would
try.
say like AI art won't replace real art.
yeah,
The thing it's like
Fucking. Oh, it's no. Say it again. Say.
all right. The thing is like art like has a point. Like it doesn't matter how mathematical it can become. It cannot be fully mathematical because if it's fully mathematical, then it's not art. It's just doesn't have a feeling at all.
yeah, the value of like soul and effort and like the human touch, right, kind of deal.
Rather than effort, I think it's just imagination because you see like a Picasso painting, you see that effort. There was not more effort put into it. Like the guy whole idea, like whole movement is about how he wanted to revert back into drawing like a child,
Yeah.
let the imagination flow and do whatever.
Yep.
If you see him painting, he doesn't like take much, like what 20 minutes to draw a piece. But it's the message behind it, the thing that he was trying to accomplish with it, that is actually valuable in his art.
Yeah.
Not exactly the art itself.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Cause like there's like symbolic reasons for art, and like I feel like that's a big part of like the abstract art movement, right? Because like I hate modern abstract art because like I feel like it's kind of a waste, right? But at the same time, a lot of the modern abstract art pieces like you know are more about what is it, like the meaning of something instead of like the objective art value of it, you know. Like the
I actually think different about that part. I think modern art is like trying to be pretentious without trying to actually have a message behind it. Or
That's
if,
true.
if it's quote unquote has a message, it's gonna be a really shallow one.
Yeah.
I agree. Shallow.
But
Where did you
I just
come
want to
from?
say,
Oh, Toyland Junior's here.
Yes.
Who's Toyland Jr.?
Lance Jr.
There's a S. The S is very important.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
There's
Who's
an S.
Toylance Jr.?
Yeah.
so
Yes.
AI
My
is
bad, my
kind of
bad,
a
my bad.
misnomer on all that
Yes.
stuff, anyways.
Just
It's not-
Lance Jr.
It's not really AI. Machine learning is
Not
not AI. It's just basically pattern matching in certain algorithms
Yeah.
that can produce things that, I guess,
Looks like other things.
yeah, it's just you learn a pattern and then you apply the same pattern to different types of things. It could be used for music, art. It could be used for almost anything out, any sort of like analysis and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
used patterns, traffic patterns, whatever you want to do. I mean, you can even use it on video games to like solve how to speed run Super Mario Brothers. You know, it just keeps them
Yeah.
and there are algorithms that they've actually shown can do this. They can control a controller and
Alright,
it keeps
but
them
can
going.
an AI do this?
what?
Look at
I feel
chat.
like an AI created CBAT.
But see, real AI is indistinguishable from humans, and once you get to that point, then they should be able to do just about anything.
Once you get to the point where
mm.
like computers are actually intelligent, I feel like that's like a completely different discussion from like, you know, this thing, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause then you have to
it comes
talk about,
when it comes to that point, it's gonna be like, are they being
Yeah,
It'll
that
be
should have rights, that should have their own, yeah, like that? Are they alive?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have a soul? Basically, it
Do
comes
they
down
have
to
a soul?
that.
The emotional video. The
you're
motivational.
not
Oh
gonna
my
make
god.
it. Well, yeah.
At that point, there'll be very interesting art and music and everything else coming out that's kind of like in a crazy amount.
Yeah. It is almost well, it is time for a cold weather Fall Guys stream if you guys want to play Fall Guys.
I don't have Fall Guys. Sorry,
Hey, let's go.
It's free though, Desu.
I don't have Fall Guys. Sorry,
Damn.
Yeah, if you get the pass, you could become Hatsune Miku.
It came with your
I
Xbox.
don't have Fall Guys. Sorry.
Game with your Xbox.
Get free with your Xbox.
Wait,
Damn, what
Desu.
I do with Escape? It feels like it's
Wait.
trying to piece all together.
No, wait, that was Neon who's trying to get to 30 followers, right? I was about to be like, yo, Desu, go live, I'll raid you, you know?
Right on stream. What are you talking about?
Every time
No,
I click
no.
the stream button, it just automatically whatchamacallit, be like, your stream key is invalid, disconnected, and then OBS proceeds to crash after I restart streaming.
Neon,
Okay.
a Neon Pim from Pezcord, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's like at like 23 out of 30 for like affiliate, you know. So like I've been meaning to like
Mhm.
push him to you know stream so I can like raid him or whatever.
Oh, he just
Bro.
needs to fill the hours, that's it?
No, he just needs
No,
30
the
followers.
viewers.
Oh, just 30 followers?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
The follow, just the followers. Oh,
Jeez.
that's.
Send
Nice.
link, send
I
link,
like that's
send
the
link.
easy part actually.
I just DM'd him, go live, I'll raid you, gun emoji.
It's a skill issue.
Emoji.
Got emoji because you know.
I'm not
We
the
need to
only one
find
who gets
emojis.
the gun emojis.
I like using the gun emojis because I know they look like water guns, and I think that adds more like, more like, you know, funny thingy whatever on them.
It
you
makes
know?
more sense because you're using a water gun on a cat.
Oh
Go,
no.
go on PC, water gun. Go on phone, actual gun.
Hell yeah!
You don't know which one it is.
This is America. Don't get you sleeping. Don't get you sleeping.
Okay, let me.
Oh gosh, I remember that song. It's been like ages since I last heard it.
It's America, but it's a different.
Yeah,
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay,
Donald Grover.
let's rate a random person I found on the like the front of Twitch's thing because they have their 2nd year anniversary, right? And they have like 7 viewers right now, you know. So we can totally
Rather
rate
than
them.
a graduation stream.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, remember that,
Okay.
that
Rating a
time I
graduation
rated a
stream?
graduation
Yeah.
stream? Oh, they're also a
They're like,
mouse
"Welcome,
VTuber.
Raiders,
So
welcome to my
Our raid
Last
message
stream.
can totally be cat of VTuber raid, you know, just because you know cat and mouse kind of thing.
Boy Neon's raid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this Nissan, yeah, right.
Is that-
Ooh.
No, is everyone on stream? Is everyone on
I'll
stream?
get on stream right now. I'll get
Oh,
on.
Okay. Let me stop the raid.
Moral, what?
I'll take
Moral.
200 years for
What is your PNG?
my
What?
PNG. What? What happened?
The cat.
Did you just change my PNG again?
It's just a cat. It's
Just
just a
this.
cat. There's like nothing else. It's just a cat.
A
There's
regular
nothing
cat.
wrong with
just
said
blue.
image, you know. There's nothing wrong with said image.
Just a cat.
Meanwhile, I'm Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Wait, was that the
I see
reference for
monkey.
image?
Yeah, it's Ryan Gosling in fucking Blade Runner.
Ah, makes sense. And then there's Pluden, who's monkey flip. How long
And then
have
I
you
just see
been
a
monkey flip?
microphone.
Oh, now I see it. Now I see the PNG.
Okay, you guys ready?
That's funny.
Monkey.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone's in stream, right? The raid
Alright,
message
what-
is a cat raid, or whatever variant
Boy
of that.
Neon's raid.
I honestly don't care what kind of raid message you guys have. What's the raid message?
Wait, I didn't mean to say Rado.
Radio. Okay, ready, everyone? Ready.
Toy Neon's raid. Ooh.
Hey, you mortal.
Go.
A dog raid. A dog raid. A dog raid.
Yeah, I hate Moral too. So yeah. There you go, guys. Concludes the
Cat
call of this
raid.
podcast. Stay tuned next Saturday at the same time. Just because Toyo has no outro, he just ends the stream like that.
Yep. In Toyland, I still have no closure.
Damn.
It's starting from a fucking CS:GO.
In a moment.
tutor.
We are doing good. There we go. Okay, let me end the stream and then we can start the Fall Guys stream if you guys want to play Fall Guys.
I don't have Fall Guys.
Download
Mere
it.
witness.
I don't have Fall Guys.
Download it.
I don't have Fall Guys.
Damn.